to take his oath of office. By your right hand.
I, Mutubwa Wilfred Ahonya, having been appointed as a member of the Political Parties Disputes Tribunal, do solemnly swear that I will at all times obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution of Kenya and all other laws of the Republic, that I will be faithful and fully, impartially, and to the best of my ability, discharge the trust and perform the functions and exercise the powers devolving upon me by virtue of this appointment without fear, favor, bias, affection, ill will, or prejudice. So help me God.
I, Kirago Gad Gadhu, having been appointed as a member of the Political Parties Disputes Tribunal, do solemnly swear that I will at all times obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution of Kenya and all other laws of the Republic, that I will faithfully and fully, impartially, and to the best of my ability, discharge the trusts and perform the functions and exercise the powers devolving upon me by virtue of this appointment without fear, favor, bias, affection, ill will, or prejudice. So help me God.
Honorable Chief Justice.
I, Teresa Chepkemei Chepkwony, having been appointed as a member of the Political Parties Disputes Tribunal, do solemnly swear that I will at all times obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution of Kenya and all other laws of the Republic, that I will faithfully and fully, impartially, and to the best of my ability, discharge the trust and perform the functions and exercise the powers devolving upon me by virtue of this appointment without fear, favor, bias, affection, ill will, or prejudice. So help me God.
Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya and we are delighted, Your Ladyship, the Chief Justice, for this particular ceremony that you have just conducted, because as you are well aware, we are facing a very, very critical period for the Political Parties Disputes Tribunal, and we are glad to report that now we are fully constituted. That therefore means that we are able to induct the new members who've just been sworn in and then undertake our activities towards election preparedness. So to the new members who've been sworn in, congratulations for your swearing in and welcome to the Political Parties Disputes Tribunal. We will introduce you further to the team, but you can see that the tribunal has come with a lot of excitement. We have currently the acting CEO and a board member, Honorable Ngotho, present to join me in ushering you in. So karibuni sana. Your Ladyship, the Chief Justice, I know that ordinarily at a time like this, it would be significant to just give some few remarks on our preparedness towards the forthcoming pre-EDR cycle. Your Ladyship, learning from 2017 and based on various reports that were taken in support of the judiciary and various development partners, we have 3 reports. That is the PPDT 2017 pre-EDR report. We've got the case digest for PPDT, and then we have a stakeholders perception report that was, as we were assisted in preparing with our development partners. So these reports basically gave us an opportunity to debrief as PPDT, to look into what we went through in the 2017 cycle, to see what we need to work on to improve our services better with a view to effective and efficient service delivery. So there are a bit of highlights that came up. One of them, which we are glad is also a vision that you're running with, is access to justice at the PPDT and public awareness of PPDT. So with respect to access to justice, we have made tremendous steps towards working towards decentralizing our services. So we have so far identified 8 regions. We have already, as a test case, conducted sittings in about 5 of the regions. And we have received tremendous support from the regions. We'll be briefing you comprehensively on the same in terms of the extra support we may require to enable us work out fully and efficiently. But at least we can proudly report that we are running keenly with decentralization of our services. There are issues to do with the reforms of our procedures also that we are finalizing with a view to making our processes more user-friendly, including introduction of user-friendly forms, noting that some of our users are also women and persons who are abled differently, and they may not have legal representation. Key to us, again, Your Ladyship, the Chief Justice, is the issue of building public trust and confidence in the institution of the Political Parties Disputes Tribunal. So we have made several sensitization forums. We have worked together with the EACC. We have undertaken a corruption prevention index. We have identified the weak areas that we may have, and we can assure you, Your Lordship, the Chief Justice, that we are keen to build on the integrity of PPDT as an institution, knowing too well the crucial role that we are playing with a view to seeing to it that the country undertakes credible elections. We appreciate that, in fact, with respect to the party primaries, some of the results from that process are as good as an election. Yeah, because there are regions where if you succeed in the party primaries, then you are as good as elected. So, Your Ladyship, we will be briefing you more in terms of what we are doing, in terms of the support areas. But for now, we just want to give you assurance that we are at work, we are prepared, and now that you have enabled us with the full team, we look forward to serving more effectively and efficiently. Thank you so much for finding time to swear in the new lot of members of the Political Parties Disputes Tribunal. We are most delighted. We are most delighted for the same. We will keep knocking doors at your offices. to member consultation with the judiciary at the opportune moment, be giving you a comprehensive brief on our preparedness as PPDT in handling a pre-EDR report.
At this juncture, it's my humble duty and privilege to ask the Honorable the Chief Justice to come and address us. Chief Justice, please.
Thank you very much, Madam. Let me start by congratulating most warmly the three members of the Political Parties Disputes Tribunal who have been sworn in to the office to a very, very heavy responsibility. And I dare say that you were appointed after a very, very competitive interview that was undertaken by the Judicial Service Commission. So congratulations should be well received. In your hands, together with the chairperson and three other members who have been in office, now lies the resolution of disputes relating to political parties and disputes arising from political parties' primaries. This means that you have a role in the protection of our democracy and realization of the Kenyans' right and expectation to have a free, fair, and credible elections, and the right to vote as guaranteed under Article 38 of the Constitution. The Political Parties Disputes Tribunal is intended to be a democracy-enhancing institution. Thus, Kenyans expect you to work towards the realization of the goal of strengthening our constitutional democracy through the resolution of political disputes that arise before the elections in a just and expeditious manner. And I'm happy to echo the speech by the chairperson who has talked about access to justice. And that goes with the sovereign power that is bestowed on us as adjudicators to always be mindful of the principles in the Constitution of ensuring at all the time we render justice and we do so with fairness. I would urge you to always bear in mind our national history of contested elections and how this has often led to loss of life and property. We need to build confidence of the Kenyans that we have systems and structures in place to guarantee that anybody with a grievance can be heard, and their grievances can be heard and responded to with a fair and just judgment. It is in response to this undeniable legacy that the Constitution envisages and the legislature has created this body, the Political Parties Disputes Tribunal, as a forum for efficient resolution of political disputes. You must therefore strive in your work to live up to and meet the standards set out in the Constitution. The Political Parties Act 2011 and other electoral laws. This is the only way to imbue our electoral and political dispute resolution regime with the requisite public trust and confidence that will ensure peaceful resolution of political and electoral disputes. This is important as it has implications for the state stability and our peaceful coexistence as citizens of this great country. Lastly, the oath of office you have taken today, and you will be happy to note that it is the very same oath of office that I took as the Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya. So we share the responsibility of ensuring that we will discharge our duties to Kenyans faithfully without fear or favor or prejudice. In addition, the oath equally requires you to serve this country to the best of your abilities and bearing in mind the enormous responsibilities placed upon you. I'm happy to note from the speech of the chairperson the efforts, the systems and the mechanisms that have been put in place for preparedness as far as the tribunal is concerned. And even the judiciary is working towards making sure that we are completely prepared to deal with all the disputes. Because we have all realized that we have to play our law according to the mandate given to us by Kenyans. So I wish you all the best in your work and in the delivery of your mandate of giving Kenyans a forum for peaceful and just resolution of their political grievances if they do arise. And in your hands, they are safe. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ceremony. And we'll just have a very short photo session at the stairs, so I'll ask that we just make